Hi. AdmiQ is the administrative part of the iQniter system. Here you can register belts, viewing training data, manage various settings, including all the settings for cardio training on different levels as well as adding advertisement administration. As a receptionist, you can perform various tasks, such as adding a new belt, or editing a member's belt. In this video, I will show you how to create and edit members in AdmiQ. AdmiQ requires a cloud connection, therefore it is not possible to create nor change information when you are offline. Everyone who has an iQniter heart rate belt must be registered in AdmiQ in order to appear on the cardio training group screen. All belts used in cardio training must be registered in AdmiQ under Member Belts. iQniter belts, those with red Q, can just be entered. Some other non-iQniter belts, such as Untitled belts, can also be used in cardio training, but they must first be activated on our homepage, www.iqniter.com, under Register Belt, before they can be entered into AdmiQ. Be vigilant of that Sunta smart sensors are not applicable in iQniter cardio training. You do also have the option to register rental belts in AdmiQ. Rental belts can be used, for instance, for new members who trying cardio training for the first time. Rental belts will appear on the group screen, but no training data is uploaded, and no feedback is sent to the participant using rental belts. You only register sensor ID and max heart rate for rental belts. We highly recommend that all participants get their own belt to get most out of being part of an iQniter training session. When registering a new belt, always inform the new member that the member and belt information will be uploaded to the iQniter cloud service. When you open the AdmiQ, you will see the belts as the start screen. Under Belts, you will be able to create a new member's belt, edit or delete a member's belt, including members' data. Let's create a new member. To create a new member, click on New, and the new heart rate belt box opens. If you type in an existing sensor ID number, a pop-up box will show and tell that the member belt already exists. Click No to exit, or click Yes to edit the already created belt. You cannot proceed until a valid sensor ID has been entered. Type in a valid sensor ID. You will find the ID or serial number on the backside of the belt sensor. Then, press Enter. The sensor type will appear on your right. Now, we will start filling in the formula. When hovering over the text, a short guide will pop up. First, the member's email. Email coach is an email addressed to the member's coach who also will get the email feedback. Feedback is set default. Feedback applies to the member's feedback report. The training data is also uploaded to MovesCount if the member has a MovesCount account with the same email address, and the member has accepted upload of iQniter training data to MovesCount. We strongly recommend that you tell the member all options and advantages of uploading training data and exploring training results on MovesCount. Remove checkmark if the new member don't want a feedback report by email. First name, last name, nickname, birthday. Enter the date in the format corresponding to the selected language setting in AdmiQ. Gender. HR max shows a person's maximum heart rate, which is primarily determined genetically, and is very individual. The value is already roughly estimated by the system, based on the member's age and gender. You can hover over the Calculate button to see the formula. If the new member knows the actual value, you may type it in. You will always be able to return to the roughly estimated value. Simply press the button, Calculate. But I strongly recommend the member gets the maximum heart rate value measured due to it is so individual. Weight, height, activity level. Click on the empty field, or the arrow to your right. A drop-down list will provide a list of choices. Select the one that matches the member in the best way possible. Functional threshold power, in short FTP, is used by members exercising, on for instance a bike from which watts can be registered, and shown on the group screen. FTP is defined as the highest average power you can sustain per hour, measured in watt. The value is already calculated by the system, based upon a very generic formula taking gender, age and the member's activity level into account. Also FTP is very individual. However, while HR max is basically genetically determined, and does only change by age, the FTP changes as a result of the person's training, and should be tested and adjusted on regularly basis, for example every second month. If the new member has the correct measured value, you may type it in. You may always return to generic-based value, simply press the button, Calculate. But I strongly recommend the member gets the FTP value measured. Instructor. If a member is an instructor, remember to check here and the member will appear as an instructor on the group screen in cardio training. Member informed. Set the check mark here when you have informed the new member that member and belt information has been uploaded to the iQniter cloud service. Otherwise, you are not able to save. When the form is filled in, it will look similar to this. Click Save, and we are done. Now you will be able to see that the belt and new member is visible in the member list view. To edit a member, mark the member and click Edit, or double-click on the member's line in the list, and the Edit Heart Rate belt box opens. You can now edit the member's data. Click Save and the edit box close. To delete a member, again mark the member, and now click Delete. Click Yes to confirm. The member is now deleted. Now you have created, edited, and deleted a member's data.